Good afternoon, everyone. Guys, we have got another wild one for you today. Again, I'm going down this route and this rabbit hole, and I'm giving this to you guys 100% with 100% objectivity. Now, what I've just found out about Ukraine and, well, basically Ukraine, pyramids, the occult, and the initial invasion of Ukraine back in 2014. I'm not speculating anything. I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to tell you what I've found out. We're going to read it together. And then I'm going to ask some questions, and we're going to try and come to the conclusion. Is there bigger forces at play here? Are we all missing why this invasion really happened? And could the invasion of Ukraine actually have a deeper esoteric occult meaning? Guys, I genuinely don't know the answer. Let's work it out together. And let's get into it. So this is from an article from 2000. I'll put the links in the description. But basically, from an article in 2011. During an investigation on the Crimean Peninsula of underground sources of water, a group of scientists under the direction of V.A. Goa, G-O-H-A, I'm going to assume he's Indian, have come across an underground pyramid. Then, having passed along the southern coast of Crimea, they have by the same way found 6 more quadrangular pyramids on a piece of land from Sevastopol to Cape Buzzard. It has apparently appeared, pyramids are constructed strictly as the crow flies and are equally focused in space in a northwest direction. Thanks to research, it's possible to assert that these are 7,000 to 10,000 years old. In height, they are 45 meters, and in length, and the length of the base is 72 meters. That number 72 crops up quite a lot. 4 and 5, 9, which is nothing. You could go. Okay, let's leave the numerology out of this. Such parity of length of the system is a basis to height of 1.6 is characteristics for the majority of pyramids found on Earth. So these pyramids here, this 1.6, that's the, that is the golden ratio. It's the golden ratio. So I think that's like phi and a load of other mathematical equations and stuff. You've got like that swirly thing where it keeps going 1 long and 6 across the top. I don't know if that's relevant in anything, but we'll keep going. It has appeared that pyramid designs are protected from destruction by a powerful field. Guys, this gets weird. It was necessary for scientists to start to hollow a wall to make the way directly into the pyramid. Now, this is a translation, guys, so the wording is not perfect. As radiation from it amplified so that devices above started to fail, films in cameras were lightened. I'm going to assume that's set on fire. And in Scherf, new batteries and small lamps were discharged literally for minutes. So, guys, this is out there. Is this real? It's really hard to understand if this is real or not. So what we can understand from this article is in 2011, there were pyramids discovered in Crimea, which is where the Russians annexed first. In 2011, as I understand it from this article, pyramids were found in Crimea. Now, let's just look at the timings of this, guys. 2011, pyramids were found. Weird stuff started to happen with these pyramids from what we've seen on this article. Batteries failing, radiation coming out of the pyramids. Guys, and again, I don't know if all this is real. I'm just reading it. I wasn't there. And then all of a sudden in 2014, Putin takes his tanks in there and annexes that, that whole location. Just seems a little bit weird to me. Now, those of you who've been to Iraq and Afghanistan, you'll know that these historic locations, normally the military put a base near those locations. The one I'm thinking to at the moment back then it was the oldest known temple. It predated the Egyptian temples, the Egyptian pyramids, and it predated everything. Now it was for those of you who don't know, Iraq in the Bible is called Babylon. Now, there was a pyramid in Babylon, and the US Air Force have got a huge base on that location. So the US Air Force basically took control of that, historical, that historical feature. Now, why is this? It seems like everywhere you see these architectural, ancient architectural artifacts appearing, the military going all of a sudden and take control, which is what you could argue happened in the Ukrainian peninsula. And then obviously you had the war after that, and we've still got this war raging at the moment. So more on this pyramids thing, guys, because, I don't know whether it's true or not. In fact, I'll share this one for you guys. This is from Archaeological World. I'm going to guess, guys. This may be the wrong one, but no, that's it. So this is from Archaeological World. I'll put these links in the description, guys. Europe, Ukraine, world. The Crimean pyramids built before dinosaurs rode the earth. This is just absolutely insane. Why is this not front page of every news article? Like, if this is real. Ukrainian researchers have come across one of the most important discoveries in recent years, as they accidentally discovered a set of megalithic constructions and pyramids in the peninsula of Crimea. Well known in ancient history for archaeological and historical treasure from different cultures and civilizations, ranging from Greeks, Romans, I can't even pronounce that word, guys, Genoese, and Ottoman Turks. Crimea is an autonomous republic of Ukraine. It is located on the northern coast of the Black Sea. A series of series of formations was discovered for the first time in 1999. Okay, right. So the other article we read, it said 2011. This one's saying 1999. I don't know. Maybe somebody's got the wrong dates or something. Vitaly Goch, so he's not Indian, who worked for the Soviet military for over 30 years. Guys, this reminds me of like Indiana Jones stuff and the Temple of the Lost Ark, or whatever it's called, Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom and Raiders of the Lost Ark. After his long career in the Soviet military, Goch decided to become a researcher, which led him to the discovery of the pyramids. Right, guys, this does not happen. Under no circumstances does this happen. You don't just become, you don't just say, right, I've had a long career in the Soviet military, I want to become a researcher. No, you get told to be a researcher, and you get told to do things because of a certain, you're a certain way, you've got certain opinions, you've got certain faculties. Goch claimed that just like there were submerged towns in the region, there were buried pyramids and other megalithic structures in the Crimean Peninsula. Goch was a former engineer, thus he had very good knowledge with magnetic resonance instruments. Guys, again, this doesn't make sense. Nowhere in the military do you start, again, maybe I'm wrong, nowhere in the military do you look at magnetic resonance instruments. That is not a thing what military application does that have? No. Goch even built a device to, now we're going with it, guys. So this is why it was used. He built a device to search for subterranean deposits of water. Right, so this is making sense with the other article now. Since the area of Sevastopol had very poor water supplies. Again, guys, I'm calling BS to that. I'm speculating that he was sent down there to find these pyramids because somebody had been tipped off by some method of something. And these are the pyramids here, guys. Can we zoom in? I don't know. I don't know if you can see that. I don't want to click on it. Right, guys. So this is the area of Sevastopol here. This is Crimea, where the Russians have, the Russians came in this side, in 2014, I think it was. Yeah. The Russians came in 2014 and they went right down to Sevastopol, which is there. Guys, this is making more sense now looking at this article than the other stuff, because if the Russians are going to come in and they want to take control of this area, naturally you control this control point here, this land bridge. You don't need this one because this one goes straight to Russia. You don't need to control that because the Ukrainians can't reinforce from Russia because they're not in Russia. Well, they weren't then. you know. So as a military operation, you'd come in here and you'd make as fast as you can to this area. Sevastopol, all the rest of it, you just leave that because you don't need that. Once you've got this area here, you control the whole thing. But I remember the Russian military raging into Sevastopol there. Now, guys, look where those pyramids are. Is this a coincidence? Guys, you know, I don't really like looking at coincidences and saying there's coincidences. But anyway, the article goes on and it talks about the pyramids, you know, that are found in Ukraine. Guys, the timings of these two things, you know, and again, I'm going down this path here that I didn't think I'd be going down. But you can't deny what we've just seen there, guys, you know. And again, this may be fake. All this could be fake. It could all be CGI and it could all be a ruse. But if we take it from the reports that have been written, I'll try and get you I'll put a Wikipedia page. I'll put some more Wikipedia pages, guys, on the, you know, in the links below. But, you know, it gives new light now on, at least new potential light on why Putin annexed Crimea. You know, could there be treasure down there or some sort of, I don't know, some sort of technology that's like forbidden and some sort of ancient artifacts that's, I don't know, guys. You know, it just gives you a lot of speculation and nobody seems to talk about this now. It's very difficult to find any information on these articles. There's also a YouTube video that I'll put in the link to this. I'll put in the link below, guys. The YouTube video is about these pyramids, but it's in Russian or Ukrainian. I can't tell which one. So, you know, you can watch it, but watch it with the sound off or whatever. But it is quite a good, you know, it's quite a good little video. Guys, absolutely wild. Is there some sort of Raiders of the Lost Ark thing going on here and we just don't know about it? Like, is there a secret war being fought here by, you know, clandestine groups of archaeologists? And, you know, we're just being told that this war's like, you know, this war's a cover story for it. Guys, absolutely insane. I never thought I'd be uncovering that today, especially when I woke up this morning. Anyway, guys, I'm going to mag to grid. Let me know if you're liking these type of videos or if you just want me to stick onto the news and current events. Anyway, guys, I'll speak to you guys later and I'll get you another video.